All right, video number 4, I think, on this Honda Accord that I used a can of AC Pro on that I regret. It took me a long time. What it cost me to shake in that can of AC Pro, I could have done another job and would have been another ticket at $240 or $290. So very unprofitable method of charging up cars if you're a professional shop. But here's our results. The car's sitting in the sun. I have the windows up and I have it in recycle mode now because I want to get it to its minimum temperature, and I'm trying to get the clutch to cycle so I could see how cold it could get. Not under maximum, but I'm actually trying to go for minimum now. So this is unloaded way of taking your temperature to see where the thermostat for the manufacturer actually cuts out, which is sometimes difficult when you're under a hot sun load with black interior like I am right now. All this interior is radiating heat, and as you see way back there, you have a slanted window with all that black interior back there. This is what adds heat to your car. Thank God this guy has sun tint on his car, and we can see we're getting down there. It looks like this will make 40 degrees, but I'm gonna do my recordings right here so I could get to my next customer. But I just wanted you guys to see what the capabilities are when you recovered the refrigerant all the way 100%. There's a new condenser on here, a new desiccant bag. I had it on the vacuum pump. Even though I was using a can of AC Pro, trying not to introduce air into the system. And here we go. And there's the can that I used. You see in that really long video I did that was 45 minutes long. So I'm going to record this, save it to the receipt to the customer, and this is probably a video that I'll put down under my caption. I wish I didn't did, but I knew it would work in this scenario because everything was lined up and perfect. It needed that quantity of refrigerant just for this specific year, make, model car. Outside was pretty ideal. I had it on a good vacuum pump. I was capable of measuring that I had a good vacuum, and I had a refrigerant identifier after I filled it up to prove that I did not suck in air into the system, and I had a high air percentage mixed in with my refrigerant. Under those ideal conditions, I would say this is a success for using AC Pro. Would anybody ever hear me say that? But everything was needed exactly. The quantity of liquid lubricant that was in there, what I needed to add it on top of that because of the compressed condenser replacement, the UV dye. If you watched all the videos that were really boring, then you'll see why I use that can and I choose this car to do this video. And there's many circumstances I would not do that. But actually, I'll bring up a bad circumstance. I'm actually going to use a can of AC Pro, and we're going to pretend we don't have a high side gauge in, and I'm going to show you what a can of AC Pro on one of the vehicles that pulls the low side pressure without looking at the head, and what happens to a vehicle in a bad scenario. That video will come up later, and I'll show you how AC Pro ruins shaft shields or can burn out a compressor. This was a good ideal situation scenario. My next video I do with AC Pro will be in one of the cases where it blows a compressor, or it could blow out a shaft seal or slip a clutch by using that gauge. That will be my next video.